we have Bitcoin exchange sees large deposits despite BTC reserves hitting 3-year lows. Bitcoin price spikes continue as data reveals exchange activity is anything but flat this week. Now, what does this remind you of, TJ?
Read it again.
Bitcoin price spikes continue as data reveals exchange activity is anything but flat this week.
What does it remind me of?
This is always a quiz.
I know.
It's always a quiz. You got to come up with the right answer.
Yeah. Doesn't really remind me of much, to be honest.
Okay. Thanks for ruining the show, TJ.
Sorry.
It reminds us of back in the crash when people were accumulating.
Yeah.
The exchanges were seeing very interesting numbers, yet the prices were flatlined. A lot of what causes these price movements are things done behind the scenes. Remember a lot of those charts that we would look at that were showing that the whales were accumulating when all the retail was selling?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it reminded me of. It reminds me of a title we would have read in July, basically.
Yeah.
Bitcoin whales are moving large amounts of coins to exchanges in tandem with large outflows. According to the exchange whale ratio indicator from on-chain analytics from CryptoQuant, large transactions have accounted for over 90% of recent exchange deposits. Top 10 deposits make up 90% of exchange inflows. Now you start to think about what we've been telling you guys about still believe by the end of the year it hits 100,000. You say, how can that possibly happen? Who do you think are the people that are moving this? Okay. Think about this. The 10 largest deposits, only 10 in all of crypto, make up 90% of the money flowing into the exchanges. Tell me it's a retail market, please. I would love to hear more about that.
Mm-hmm.
Whales are depositing Bitcoin to exchanges. The whale ratio reached 91%. Cointellify reported large wallets have been buying throughout the recent downturn. Same thing we saw back then. Reserves still at their lowest as mid-2018. So a lot of good analytic stuff going on with Bitcoin right now, not to be worried about. Bitcoin hits a new all-time high in Turkey as fiat currency lira goes into free fall. This is basically another one of these stories that just reminds us that it's more than just about the price, really, when it comes to the larger goals that Bitcoin is trying to accomplish. Turkish Bitcoin holders avoid an accelerating currency collapse as the lira loses 15% against the U.S. dollar in a single day. Turkey is unofficially battling a currency crisis as President Recep Tayyip Erdogan pushes to keep interest rates low. The result has been the de facto collapse of the lira's exchange rate, with the USD TRY pair gaining 14% alone to pass 13 for the first time. Wow, this is the US. Look how, here's actually the way you should look at this. See if I can do this here. See if I can blow this up here. See if I can make this look the way you really should be
seeing it.
Should be seeing this right now. Let's see here.
Yeah, this is actually playing out well in the sense of, what we've been talking about, these currency battles and deflation of the dollar. You're seeing the dollar gaining ground against the euro really strong, against the Turkish dollar really strong. And obviously Bitcoin is gaining as well, but it is interesting when you see them all against each other.
This isn't what I actually wanted to do, unfortunately. I wanted to flip it exactly horizontal. So you could see that basically what's going on here is you're looking at this going up, but in reality, that's the US dollar gaining strength against the lira. Their currency has done something like this. Yeah. Imagine that. These curved lines are so crazy. That's what the Turkish lira is doing. It's losing its value. Turkey is a country not important to the economy of the world, not nearly as important as China or the United States or the UK or European Union. So if they were to go into hyperinflation, they would actually go there because people don't care. The world doesn't depend on Turkey. The world depends on the United States and all those other major countries. That's why you don't see hyperinflation in established countries outside of wars. Some wars can cause that stuff, as we know that happened with Germany. So very interesting to look at here with that. Last story in this topic, crypto lender Celsius increases Bitcoin mining investment $500 million. This was something that Alex Mashinsky mentioned to us when we did an interview with him back at Bitcoin 2021. Celsius Network doubled down on its Bitcoin mining investment, adding a further $300 million. Now, that's not doubling down. That's actually 150xing down, or 150%ing down. In an interview with The Block, they want to expand their proprietary Bitcoin mining hash rate, power capacity in North America. So Celsius is just big on American mining. Hey, that sounds fun.